Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for December 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this month of December and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you may want to check that out. So all that being said, now on to your mid-month psychic tarot update for December 2024, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. And the first card you have, Aries, is the Wheel of Fortune. And this could be the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. You could be receiving good luck. This could indicate the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you are conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also indicate the end of a karmic cycle and a new karmic cycle beginning. Having to get things in order, having to get things in alignment, organized. You may be consolidating things or organizing your home. It could be organizing files and things on your computer. It could be organizing your life in other ways. And you may be like really having to take into account all these different things that you have to do, you have to take care of. It could have to do with the holiday season, or preparing meals or wrapping gifts or going to visit other people. But it could also be other things. You may have a lot of things that need to be fixed, taken care of, worked on, so it's dealing with a lot of different areas of life. You could feel a little pressure. You could feel a little put upon, energetically put upon by pressure. This could be coming from your job. It could be coming from, family. Family can give you pressure too, right? I'm sorry, my hair is bugging me. Family can give you pressure too. So wherever this pressure is coming from, you may feel it strongly in the month of December. You may have to take things out and examine them. Like now it could be documents, paperwork, things of that nature. But it could be that you need to take out presents you got, open them back up, maybe you wrap presents, you're like, wait a minute, I need to examine this. Or if you got anything in the mail, anything sent to you. Because again, taking things out and examining it could be old things. Could be things that you want to give away. Maybe you're going to be donating around the holiday season. But taking things out, it could be taking things out of storage, out of basements, out of attics, out of boxes, out of, anywhere, and examining them and then making a decision what you're going to do with them. Are you going to donate it? Are you going to give it away to friends or family? Are you going to sell it? What are you going to do with these things that you're going to be taking out and looking at it? Maybe you have to make returns. Mercury's in retrograde, I think from the 25th of November until the 15th of December. So you may have to return things. Could be likely. So the card you have with it is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is a earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is an earth sign. You could have good luck and good fortune with a earth sign person in the middle of December. You may have to have some conversations with an earth sign person where you need to talk things over with them, analyze things, review things. This could be for some of you, it could be an official capacity, like a lawyer, a realtor, an accountant. It could be a financial advisor. but it could be somebody that you're personally connected to. If you're looking for love, this could be somebody that could be a viable contender for your heart, for your love and emotions. So this could be somebody you know already and feel that way about, or it could be somebody new you meet that's an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising that you feel that way about. This could be somebody that really feels like they need you. They may feel like they need your company or your protection. It could be maybe a mother figure to you, or if you have a significant other that is an earth sign, they may feel like they want you around for a shoulder to cry on, or to talk to, or for protection. Like maybe they're worried about their safety or their health. Maybe they're having health issues and they feel like they need you around to be there for them, to help them out. If you are in a relationship with a earth sign person, there is going to be a marked difference in the relationship in a positive way. Things will be on the up and up, looking better, improving. You may take on more work this month. You may also be, if you have a earth sign person you're connected to, you may be taking on work that they need to do. Like maybe their house needs repairs and you're going to go over and you're going to fix things. Or if you don't know how to fix things, you may be hiring the repair people to come in and do work for this earth sign person. You may be working for them, could even be part-time, or doing, if this is your boss, you could be doing additional work because they need you to, or they're asking you to. So lots of things came up here. You got to sort it out. That's the way it goes in these general readings. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Hi Taurus, the first card you have in this reading today in mid-month of December is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a card that symbolizes receiving an inheritance. Money could be coming to you through family channels. You could receive a gift of cash. This could also indicate you and your partner working hard and diligent to bring in more money and upgrade your financial situation for your family. You could be winning money. This could be good luck in relation to money. You may be putting a lot of thought and energy about how you can control your finances better, make better use of your finances, or control. It could have to do with like investments, like stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency. It could also be like if you feel like your spending has like gotten out of hand, or like you have too many debts. Maybe you want to get into a debt relief program, or you're focusing on how or another that you can control or manage your finances better. If you need financial support, you may be leaning on somebody like a family member that will come in and maybe loan you money. Maybe you have kids and you can't buy the Christmas gifts for them as much as you like. So a family member comes in and loans you some money so you can do so. Or you're having trouble making your rent or your mortgage this month. There could be a family member that helps you out. There could be some of you that puts something together that ends up generating a lot of money. It could be a video. It could be a business. It could be some kind of app or a program or something that you create, you put together, and then you can make some good money from it. You could be talking to bosses to give you bigger expense accounts. Or if there's somebody, like maybe you get like a monthly stipend or something, maybe from the government or from some other source, that you may need to talk to them and say, this needs to be upped. It's not enough, maybe due to inflation. So you could be talking to somebody about, like, if you get an allowance or a stipend or some kind of monthly payment of some sort, it may need to be corrected or adjusted. Or if it's an ongoing bill, maybe you need to talk to the place that you're paying the bill to and say, you need to reevaluate this because it's too high. I can't pay this every month. So the card you have with it is the Four of Cups, and this is going within, overanalyzing, ruminating, pulling at straws, worrying about the past. You could be making a decision and pondering a decision. There could be some kind of blessing or opportunity that comes to you out of the blue. You're going to find out that you are appreciated. You could get like a Employee of the Month award. You could be getting a big bonus. You do have the Ten of Pentacles here. You could be getting a bonus or a big commissions check if your company gives you commission, or a big holiday bonus or some kind of raise. Some of you are finally getting accepted into something that you really were concerned about wanting to get accepted into. Now, that could even be a family. Maybe you're getting married, or you met somebody that you want to be in a serious relationship with, but you need and want to be accepted by their family. So, but it could be a club, a group, an organization, a college, a training program. You are going to have a feeling, this whole thing I'm talking about here, you are going to have a sense of peace and contentment that will come up from any of these possibilities, because I get you feeling like I'm at peace, I'm in contentment. You may even show people in your life or at work of how valuable you are to them by going out of your way for people. Like, this may be a month where you really go out of your way for your friends, your family, your love partner. Like, you could really, and people may say, wow, look at Taurus. They went the extra mile. They really went out of their way. That kind of energy is here for you. You have to be careful, though, that you don't open a can of worms with some opinion or something you say at a family gathering or party. It could be due to the holidays, or it could be something else. You could even be online. You could feel very strongly opinionated about something, and you just blurt it out there, and it could cause havoc. So be careful of that, Taurus. Keep that under your hat. You know, sometimes you may feel like it's necessary for you to express your opinion because you feel strongly about something, but you got to remember there could be fallout, and you might not want to deal with that fallout. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. The first card you have for mid-December is Materialism, which in other tarot decks would be considered the devil. So you could look at this as the devil, which is being addicted to things, gambling, spending money, sex, pornography, alcohol, cigarettes, whatever you could be addicted to. It could also be trapped and bound to something like an unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy situation. You could really feel put on the spot, and you may feel like you're forced to buy something you don't really want to buy. It could be like maybe one of your kids is bugging you, and or a sibling or your significant other is bugging you, or really is putting pressure on you, and they want you to buy them something and you really just don't want to do it. You feel like it's too much, or you don't agree with it, but you may feel pressured. This could also be, you may feel pressured to buy something that you don't really want to buy, like maybe you need a new heater, hot water heater, car, oven, anything. Like you may feel like you're pressured because you need the item, you need it to work, and you have to replace something. And now you have to buy it, and you may feel like, oh, I feel pressured, I don't want to have to buy that. You may be going through a lot of emotions of how far you've come and what you've lost and what you've gained. So you could be going through a lot of, and you know, Mercury in retrograde could be driving this up, because that tends to make you think of most people think about their past. You may dream about the past, you may think about the past. But what I get here is you may be going through where you're thinking about, well, look at what I was doing those many years ago, and look how far I've come and what I've achieved. But you may also be looking on the same token as, what have you lost? And this could be love relationships or job opportunities, or, you know, other things. And you may feel like skeptical, and like you don't want to be pigeonholed into something. You don't want to feel forced. Again, like I said, you could feel pressured by somebody wanting a certain gift. Maybe you have a significant other and they want an engagement ring, or they want an expensive gift. But it could be pressured, like there's this feeling of skepticism versus obligation. So it could be, that could even be going on in your business or in your workplace. So the card you have with it is the Two of Swords. This is a block, a stop, or a stalemate. It could also indicate that you're being protective of yourself. Could be unknown factors going on. You may have to make a decision. Could be having difficulty making a decision. You may have to partner up or team up with somebody you don't completely like or trust. This could also be, maybe you have to go to a holiday gathering, or to a sibling, or your significant other's sibling's house or parents' house, and you maybe don't trust them, or you maybe don't like them, or both. Now, you could be having to team up at work also. A boss may say, okay, you two work together on this project. And you may be like, I don't trust this person, I don't like them. There could be somebody in your life that you're like, how much venom do they have to spew? So I feel like you may look at somebody that's very like bitter, angry, always has something negative to say, don't say anything positive. And you may have to see them over the holidays. You may have to go visit them. This could be somebody you have to team up with work. It could even be maybe your significant other. Maybe you're thinking they seem always angry and spitting venom out. So, and I see you questioning it, like how much venom does this person possess, and why am I being subjected to it? Maybe you feel like you can't get away from it. You know, sometimes, and what did I say? You can just look at this as the Devil card. That can be trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship or situation. I said that in this card because materialists, they just don't have the Devil in this Connolly tarot deck. They don't. They have this card instead. So you may feel like you are stuck. You're stuck, you're trapped, you have to deal with this person, you don't really feel like you want to. And you could be finalizing some details this month of December that involve other people. Like you could be signing a contract to buy a house. That's going to involve other people if you have other people living with you. Or a lease. It could also be a marital contract. Maybe you're signing a marriage license, and that could affect dealing other people, you know, because You're going to have family. They're going to have family, you know. So you just have to see how that plays out, Gemini. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have is the Lover's card, and this is two people that are intertwined with each other and have an empathic connection or an empathetic connection. This can also mean strong sexual chemistry. There's an angel watching over the couple that could be bringing blessings or causing interference for the couple. It could go either way. I do feel that some of you Cancers are going to have strong sexual chemistry with somebody that you meet this month. Now, some of you may have already met them recently, maybe in November or at the beginning of the month. But this is like you having chemistry with somebody. It's like you want to see what they're all about. You want to find out what's going on with them. Now, for some of you, this is a romantic prospect. For others of you, somebody could come in your life like at work or work for your business or join a club or group or organization you belong to, and you may be like, what are they all about? I want to know. You could have some curiosity about someone. But many of you, this will be with a different kind of vibe where it's more like you have an attraction to them and you want to know what's going on. This person could know somebody you know. So they maybe have worked with somebody you worked with in the past. This could be somebody you, like they could know a relative of yours. They could know a friend of yours. They could know an old coworker of yours, or, you know, just somebody you know, a neighbor. It's like, I feel like there is a connection to somebody you know with this person that you're going to be curious about, whether it's for love and romance or whether it's for some other reason. You could really join forces in some manner. This could also be somebody you could be getting some kind of teaching or instruction from. You could be learning something from them. They may be a teacher, an instructor, a mentor, a boss, somebody that could be teaching you something new. Now with it, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is the blessings of financial blessings, but it can also mean emotional blessings. So it's not just like getting a raise or inheritance or a promotion or a bonus, which it can be, or a gift that's money or valuable. It can also be emotions. Some of you are going to find out that you're getting like an additional source of income. Or if you've like started a part-time job, the money's going to come in. Or, you know, maybe somebody that you know is going to pay you to like cut their grass or walk their dogs or come in and do the food shopping for them once a week or water their plants while they're away. And they could be giving you money for these services. Anything you do where you can promote your products or services or your business or your talents, skills, knowledge, you can earn money from that. So promotions are going to go very well for you now. I highly recommend promoting if you have a business or a part-time gig, or, you know, you're running a cottage industry from your home, or trying to start your own business, or you already have a business going. It's really, really great for promotions now. You're going to see results. And anything that was like hampering you about money, where like you were getting a charge that didn't make any sense, you're going to fix it. Like, or anything where it's like there was some problem that was like a reoccurring charge or a reoccurring, like maybe it's a subscription you pay for every month. Maybe you're going to like ditch that now, you know, or do you get the newspaper? I'm always surprised when I'm walking Max and if I see somebody with a newspaper rolled up on their front step. I mean, I didn't even know people still get them anymore, but you know, maybe you have a subscription to a magazine or a newspaper or something you get online, and you may be like, it's like a reoccurring charge, an ongoing charge. You may find a way to reduce it or get rid of it. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. The first card you have is Materialism, which Gemini also got. And this is the card that would be the same in other tarot decks as the Devil. So this is being trapped and bound to unhealthy relationships, trapped and bound to unhealthy situations, or addictions of any kind to anything. You may kind of feel like if you're the breadwinner of the family, or things tend to fall on your shoulders financially, you may be like a little bit tired of it. You may feel like, I'm tired of all these responsibilities. I'm tired of being the breadwinner. You may feel like you want to consider your options of, how do I get out of this? There could be something like, maybe it's a job that you're like, I'm sick of this. How do I get out of it? Or maybe you're in a relationship and your significant other is not helping you. And you may feel like, or it could be debts, and you may feel like, how do I get out of this? And you may feel like you're constantly paying bills or paying down debt or credit card bills, and you may feel like you're not getting anywhere, or it's just taking forever to get rid of these debts. You may be really pondering new ways to make money. You may feel like your life has gotten kind of stuck, like on a hamster on a wheel, where it's constantly going round and round, and you may feel like, and a lot of it is circling around debts and money you earn and money you spend and money you have to pay, and the constant, like, you know, the old saying, like the rat race, right? You may be tired of it. You may, and pondering ways you can make more money. You may also be genuinely concerned because you may not see things changing out in the world like you thought you were going to see, or they haven't changed yet. Maybe you thought that the economy was going to be better. That's what I feel this means for some of you. You're like, I need things to improve out in the world, like things to get, you know, lower in price. And you may not, or, you know, your pay to rise, your money to increase, and the inflation to go down, or prices of houses to get better, or whatever. And you're like, you may feel like you're not seeing it yet, and you're concerned, is that going to turn around? So the card you have with it is the Knight of Wands, which is probably you because it is a fire sign person. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So it's probably you, Leo, but it could be another fire sign person here. Some of you are going to think of moving. You may feel like your area is too expensive. And you may feel like maybe this, I live in the United States. Maybe you think your state is too expensive, or the town or the area you're living in is too expensive, or the province that you live in is too expensive. You may also feel very inspired to show people the real you. If you feel like you've had to wear a mask or curtail your feelings or your beliefs about stuff, you may feel like you don't want to be in hiding anymore, or you don't want to be having to pretend, or you may feel like, I want to show the true me. You could feel that way in December. You may be annoyed by some things going on where you live, and I get you protesting. Now, you could form a protest like a group of people, or you by yourself could protest in front of a building or somewhere. But I feel it's more coming from you, Leo, where you're writing to your congressman, or writing to your senator, or writing to whomever, the mayor of your town, the governor of your state, like in protest. And you may even get like a petition going and getting people to sign it. Could be something that you're thinking about or starting to do in the mid-month of December. But, you know, timing's different for all of you. You could start this in January or February, some of you. You may also feel like you want to show people who's boss, and that you're not going to take this lying down, whatever this is. So like, let's say your kids are like disrespecting you or not listening to you, or you own a business and your employees are like, they're like blowing you off. They're doing whatever. You may feel like, yeah, well, I'm going to show you who's the boss. And so you could be really exerting your authority, your dominance, your, like to get people to like fall in line. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I feel like some of these people that you're seeing, like they may be disrespecting you, or, getting out of hand or being out of control. They may need you to do this. I'm not feeling like you're unreasonable if that's something that kicks up for you this month. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. You have the card of transition. Now, this is the Connolly Tarot deck. It's technically the death card in other tarot decks. So you can call it transition, or you can call it the death card, which is transformation, something ending so something new can begin. You may feel like you want to feel better about yourself. You may feel like you need to look better. You may feel like you need to feel better. This could be like physically, outwardly physically, internally physically. You may feel like you want to demonstrate your talents and skills because you want people to have faith in you and believe in you. So this could be if you're in your own business. This could be to your significant other, somebody you're interested in romantically. But I feel like it's probably more like if you need to get hired for a job, or you have to audition for something, or if you already have a company or business or work for another business or company, you may want people to believe in you, have confidence in you, have faith in your work, have faith in your abilities. You may come up with new ideas and new formulas of how to do things. You may get into new routines, new schedules, but also like new methods, new techniques, new methods, like to make things run better, run more smoothly, work faster, quicker, better. Like, so if you have any input in anything where the computer could run faster, machinery could run better, a business could work like more cohesively and run in a better way. This is where your strengths will shine this month. It may come up that you have to talk to people of importance. This could be like the owner of the company you work for, the CEO, the owner of the company, or it could be going to talk to higher ups that are in your town where you live, where you may need to, maybe you have suggestions about how things could work better in the town. You might be going to a town meeting. So the card you have with it is the Two of Rods, and this is a card that symbolizes partnership in business, partnership in romance, or something you're creating or putting out there into the world for people to like or look at, listen to, buy. I hear that you're going to stop bumbling or fumbling around and you're going to get to the point. Now, I'm not insulting you, Virgos, don't get mad, but that's what my guide said. So in some area of your life where you feel like kind of disjointed or discombobulated, or stuff is like kind of, floating around at, up in the air, you're going to be like, nope, we're going to get to the point now. No more messing around. And you may have to state your intentions and be very clear about your thoughts, your opinions, and your positions on certain things. And this can even be in a relationship. Maybe you've been with somebody, or you've been like hanging out with somebody or dating somebody for a while, and you're like, it's like kind of loosey-goosey floating around, nothing's really happening. You might be like, okay, now we're getting to the point. Are we moving in together? That's what we're going to do. Or, are we finally going to tie the knot and get married? Well, we're getting to the point and that's what we're going to do. But it could be in a business or work related sense. Like if you own your own business, maybe you're like, hey, everybody is, kind of doing their own thing and they're not following a rule, a schedule, a protocol, a method, a technique. And that all needs to happen because we need to drill down and get to the point. There is a possibility of an opening of love relationships, proposals of engagement to be married. All of that comes up here. There could also be loose ends that need to be tied up. So if there was any work or projects, or it could be in a club group or organization you belong to, or even, as I've already said, in love relationships, there could be something where there's loose ends that need to be tied up, like where things are not nailed down completely. This could also be roof tiles on your roof, or like shingles. It could be anything in your property. Maybe there's things that are loose that could blow away in a storm, or that need to be attended to, nailed down, tied down. That could be literally things, wires around your house, things like that. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi, Libra. The first card you have is the Sun. And this is a card that symbolizes joy, exuberance, and of childhood joy and happiness and exuberance. It can also mean truth, enthusiasm, optimism. It can mean the spotlight being on you, success in the material world. Sometimes it can mean a birth of a child or even love. You may feel really happy, like everything is ripe for the pickings, going your way in mid-December, and maybe even forward, because like I say at the beginning of this video, timing will be different for all of you. So this could be an energy that happens for you in January, February, could happen later on. It's like you're talking to the right people. If there's something that you want or need to get done, you're talking to the right people. This could be a month where Virgo got something similar to this. So you cusp sign Virgo, Libra people, this could really apply to, is showing off like your talents and your skills and your knowledge comes up here. And it being well thought of, well received, well thought of. If you go to any party, gathering, celebration, or event, you are going to make a big splash. Like you're going to look great. Everybody's going to be looking at you or talking about you. Like, wow, did you see Libra over there? He or she looks fantastic, you know? Or you could just be like the star of the show, like telling jokes, or if you do any kind of performing, like singing or playing any musical instruments, and you go to any parties or gatherings, people are going to be like, wow, that's impressive. Or just you coming in and being like, you know, flashing your Libra charm and charisma. Maybe you look fantastic when you go to this party or gathering. You may also be helping somebody in your life out of a financial jam or difficulty. So it could be one of your kids, one of your grandkids. It could be another family member, maybe your parents. Maybe they're having trouble with something. You could be helping them out of some kind of financial jam. Now, the card you have with it is the Three of Swords, which can be heartbreak. You got two totally opposing cards here. Heartbreak, sadness, loss. It could mean like sometimes it's divorce or somebody's cheating, but there could be some other kind of disappointment, which is really a drag because you got the Sun. Why do you have to have the Three of Swords here? I don't know, Libra. Let me hear why. You could find out that somebody you know or that you used to know, maybe you don't even deal with them anymore, has said some negative things about you. You could even find something negative that could have been written about you in a letter, an email, a text message, or something that you see on social media. But I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't feel like this just recently happened. I feel like whoever this is that has either said something about you to other people, whether it be email, text message, a written letter, something they've written on a piece of paper somewhere, or on social media, I feel like this is the past that it happened, but you're like seeing it or finding out about it now. There could be something that gets broken that you're really disappointed about. And it could be something like a crystal vase, a crystal pitcher, a plate glass window, maybe something you bought for somebody that is fragile. Because some of you, I feel like you're looking at something that went and it breaks. So like I said, it could be windows in your house, plate glass windows, crystal vase, glasses. So that could come up for you this month. You may have to hold anybody accountable for anybody that is being disrespectful or rude or talking down to you. You may find it necessary for them to, like you to let them know, like, I don't appreciate you talking to me this way, or you're disrespecting me. That could be your neighbors. It could be one of your kids. It could be your significant other. It could be your boss. It could be coworkers. I mean, think of the possibilities. But I feel like you will be speaking up about it. So you got this great card here with the Sun card, but I'm sorry to rain on your parade with the Three of Swords. But just remember, these cards fall out. When I shuffle the deck, I ask for 2 cards in the mid-month update. And whatever cards fall out, sometimes it takes a long time. This particular time, I had to shuffle a lot. Sometimes they fly out like right away. Not today. So just know I'm not wishing ill on you. Sometimes people are taking the messages personally, and I have no control over what flies out of the deck. So you got a good card here with the Sun. Go with that. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. The first card you have is the Four of Swords, and this is a pause, a resting phase, a meditative state, recuperation from an illness. Could also indicate prayer. Some of you do need to rest. If you've had any kind of surgery or anything to do with your blood coagulating, because I hear the word coagulate. So you may need to rest if you've had any kind of issues with blood, any cuts, any surgeries, or anything like that. You may need to be taking it easy. And, I don't know why else blood could coagulate. I'm not sure. But resting after surgery or some kind of illness does come up here. This could be a month where you are trying to make peace with family members. If it's not family members, it could be, a club you belong to or some friends that you may have had a falling out with. But for many of you, it's family. Wanting to make peace with family is being mentioned. You may even be putting something out to get ahead of a problem, like an email blast to everyone, or a text message blast to group text message blast to people, because you may be trying to get ahead of a problem that you see coming, like a family member that's going to be spouting negative thoughts or feelings about you or about something else. Maybe it doesn't even have to do with you, but you want to get ahead of it. Like, be prepared, because maybe something like a family, there's going to be a family gathering, and that this uncle or this sister or somebody has got some agenda that they're going to come to this gathering. Could be a wedding, a party, a celebration, an event of some sort, and that they're going to go there because you heard them, or they may have told you, or you may have overheard it, that they're going to come there and they're going to stir up trouble. They want to start a fight or a problem. So you may be actually wanting to keep the peace and be the peacemaker to help everybody be prepared that, hey, this is could be coming at us all. So here's the warning. You have the Strength card with it. Makes a lot of sense. So that is having inner courage and inner strength. It's also having courage and strength over adversity, spiritual power over the material world. It can be taming the savage beast in yourself or in a situation. It could also indicate dealing with a Leo. You need to have strength in some situation. I feel that some of you Scorpios are going to feel burdened by some things going on and situations. And you may feel like you need to calculate. You need to be very planning, calculating, getting things straight in your head, like how you're going to proceed. And you're going to really have to draw from trusting your own gut, trusting your own intuition. Because you may think that marching into a situation and taking charge or saying certain things would be the normal way you would go about doing it, or what you feel compelled to do, but your logical, calculating mind is feeling like, yeah, that's not the way to go. I need to plan strategically. This could even be like talking to a boss. It could be having to talk to your, the owner of the company, the CEO, your supervisor. It could be talking to family members. This could have to do with the whole family situation that keeps popping up here between the Four of Swords and the Strength card. You may feel like you want to tell people how you feel, but you're afraid if you're too honest and open about it, it could backfire on you, or you could get some kind of backlash that you don't really want to deal with it. So I feel like you have something coming up here. For some of you, I feel like it could be a big event, like a wedding or somebody's celebration of something. But it could be holiday parties. And you know that you're going to go, but you want to get it, different scenarios figured out in your mind and how would serve you the best to handle it and deal with it. That's what I feel here. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. The first card you have is the Eight of Rods, and the Eight of Rods is feeling trapped and bound, like in an emotional prison. Or you could feel trapped and bound to a situation you can't see how to get out of it, but you may really be easily able to get out of it. You may really have a lot of feelings about wanting to be well thought of. Like what you do for other people, how you treat other people, what you give to other people, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Like, I do feel like you care about how people are looking and feeling, looking at you and feeling about you. But this would be people that you care about, not people you don't care about, the people you do care about. You may feel like people are so complex right now. You may feel like people are a lot to deal with. And this could be people that at a company you work for. It could be within your own family. It could be maybe your love partner or a combination of people. You may feel like people are like kind of a lot to deal with right now. And the way they're acting, the way they're emotionally acting and behaving. There could be things that you want to fix, and you may feel like you're not in a position to fix them. So this could be like family situations, friend situations, like, happening with your kids or in your kids' lives, or, your parents or your parents' lives, or whomever, or your best friend. You may feel like you want to go swoop in and take care of it, or change their situation for them, fix it, make it better. But the problem is, you may feel like you're trapped, like your hands are tied, because it's not really your place to do so. So it could be a little frustrating for you because you have to watch some things that you feel like, I wish I could just go in and, fix it for them or point them in the right direction, but it may not be, you may not be able to do that right now. The card you have with it, though, you got Six of Rods. This is victory after a battle. So you got two Rods cards here, Sagittarius. So victory after a battle with the Eight of Rods. If you have gone through any emotional upheaval or turmoil, you're coming out on the other side of it now. You're going to be free of it. You could be learning some new skills and be getting involved in some kind of grassroots project, or getting in at the ground level of a business that's just starting. But it could be also a grassroots project that could have to do with, what's the word? Social. I don't know. I get the word social, but I also get environment. So it could have to do with social situations or environmental situations. If you needed to get accepted, you're going to get accepted. If it was in like a club, a group, an organization, or to a college. But I also get, if you had to apply for any kind of grant or loan, or if you were applying for like tenure, or like maybe you're trying to rent an apartment, and you need like approval, like loan approval, or lease approval, like that, like getting accepted, getting approvals, these all come up here. If you have your own business, you may be thinking about growing and expanding your company or your business or your talents, skills, and knowledge to make something broader, bigger, better. So if you're taking any kind of classes, any kind of training, you may be feeling like you may be successful in that. Like you start doing it, expanding your knowledge, expanding through training, through education. This all comes up for you, Sagittarians. It may not happen in December. Some of you, I feel this could happen anytime between December and the end of March. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. You have the High Priestess here. Now, this could be you with your own psychic ability and intuition. This can also indicate something is hidden. You could be keeping something secret or hidden. This could also be a high spirit guide coming in to give you a message in the mid-month of December. You may feel like it's time for you to like hold your ground. And you may be very determined that you want things to go and be a certain way, and you're going to see to it that they go that way. This could be in your personal life. This could be in your work or business life. You may feel like December is where you have to really exercise control, your control. Self-control, but control of others, and exercising your authority. But it may also be very important to you that you show that you are fair, that you believe in justice and fairness. You may want to make things more accessible and easy and available to other people. That could be some kind of product or service that you create or do. And it's going to be important for you to be true to yourself and your beliefs in all that you do this month. Being true to your core values, be true to yourself, be true to your beliefs. Not to be swayed by public opinion, by social media, or your friends and family or love partners. And you may feel like it's necessary for you to do what you must to keep the peace. And you're not the first sign that got that message this month. You may really want to lead by example and show people how you, like I said already, have self-control or leadership skills. Like you're showing, so you're going to lead by example with those traits this month. So the card you have with it is the Eight of Cups, and this is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and heading off on a new journey. And even though the journey's unknown, you're still willing to take it. You may feel like you're tired of being put through an emotional ringer. Who's doing that to you, Capricorn? I don't know. Is it your husband or wife? Is it, you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend? Is it your boss or your kids? Who's putting you through an emotional ringer? You may feel like you do things and then it kind of backfires on you. You may feel like you do things for a lot of people and you could feel like you're underappreciated. Where is that happening? I'm going to ask you again. Only you can answer that. Is that happening at your work? Is it happening at a club, group, or organization you're part of? Is it happening with your family, your significant other? Who? Where? And you may want to stay in control, because control did come up through the High Priestess, but it may feel very difficult to do so. Don't forget, Mercury is in retrograde from November 25th through December 15th. So Mercury in retrograde could be part of what is making you, like, agitating the situation. I see a washing machine with clothes in it being agitated. I feel like Mercury in retrograde's exacerbating and aggravating and agitating situations. This may be a month where you are really thinking about, and maybe you're one of these people that doesn't do New Year's resolutions. Maybe you don't believe in it. But I feel like even if you don't believe in it, you're thinking about once the new year starts, or at least between January and the beginning of April, that you're going to be thinking about, like, well, this is what I'm doing in the new year. Like making like plans or resolutions that between January 1st and April 1st, that there's going to be things that things are going to go this way, and you're going to be in charge of it, and you're going to be in control of it. You're going to be the one running it. And it's going to be trying to, like, improve your life, make your life easier, make your life better. You're going to be looking for ways to make things, to improve things in your life and make things run more smoothly. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. The first card you have is Seven of Rods. And Seven of Rods is a card that symbolizes negative communications and energy coming at you, and you blocking it or shutting the door on it or keeping it at bay. You may have some things that are troubling you that you are really pondering and thinking about in December. You may feel like you want to get a better grip on certain things that are going on in your life, like get a better handle on certain things. You may feel like you want things to work better, to be in better operation, run smoother, work better. This could be a business you own. It could be machinery, technology, things in your home. You may even be thinking about that there are certain things that you're not allowing to come through to you that maybe you should consider being less rigid about. It could be talking to certain people. It could be certain jobs or things that you're like, no, I don't want to do that, or no, I don't want to talk to those people, or no, I'm not considering those options. You may want to like reconsider your stance on some of those positions. You may also feel like you want to keep like things in your life. Like some of the reasons I feel like that you do it, you've been doing it, is to keep yourself safe and protected. This could even involve like things that you have, such as VPNs or other things like, security systems in place. Maybe you feel like you need security systems or of any kind on your computer, at your residence. So you may be considering things that bring you protection. I definitely feel that some of you Aquarians have disassociated yourself from certain people to protect yourself because you don't want to deal with them. You don't want the emotional upheaval. So the card you have with it is the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card that means learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business, and gaining financial gain from what you're working on or doing. It sometimes is called the card of the apprentice. If you are working or you have your own business, you may feel like it's time for you to change your job or change something about your business or change something about your work. This could also be your finances. You may feel like it's time to change something about your finances. Maybe it's certain things you're invested in or how you save your money. You may feel like it's time to change things up. Like you don't want to keep doing it in that way anymore. You want these things to change. Things that seem challenging to you, or that seemed, difficult or challenging to you, you may open the door and revisit those things. It could be skills you need for the computer, or for a company or business you work for, or a company or business you own, or something you're trying to, a business maybe you want to start. And you were like, it's too complicated, it's too complex, or it's too much, too difficult. I don't want to focus on that. It may be time to like rethink these positions. Like, look at things you felt were not right for you before. Jobs, different investment accounts, things that you didn't want to bother to learn how to do. It may be time for you to change this mindset. Kind of similar to what came up in the Seven of Rods. So it's like to not be so closed off or resistant to things involving work, money, things that you felt were too complex, too difficult, didn't want to be bothered with, didn't feel it had any value or worth to you, just seemed like more headache than it's worth. You may need to, maybe that's something you should think about, depending on what area it is. Maybe you need to chuck that. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi, Pisces. So the first card you have is Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings. This could be receiving an inheritance, birth of a child, new love relationship, buying a new home. It could be new beginnings in your life in some way. Some of you Pisces are going to feel like you got the answers you wanted. That could be in anything. Maybe you wanted an answer, are you going to get the raise? Or the answer, am I going to get that job? Or the answer of, will you marry me? Or something else, like asking somebody or wanting information from somewhere. Where you wanted answers, I feel like you're getting them in December. But this could even go all the way through until the end of January or the beginning of February for some of you Pisces. Some of you are going to be getting yourself organized to start a new job, or organized in your home, in your life. And some of you are also getting organized because you're getting ready to travel, for some of you. Your creative energy is going to be very high. And anything that you put your brand of who you are, Pisces, your signature, your brand, your creative flair on in the month of December, and even going through until February, I feel, it's going to go well. Some of you are going to make a new start in the area of love and romance. You may start dating somebody. You could have a new start. Maybe you were with somebody in the past, you broke up, you get back together, so it's a new start. So some of you have new start in some form or another in your romantic life. And if that's something you want, I feel like you're going to be putting out the right signals and the right vibes now to get what you want. You may be getting prepared to start a new business, or adding new products and services to a business you already own, or putting your energies toward a new project which will be successful for you. So the card you have with it, that makes sense to me. Now I see what card you have with it. You have Three of Pentacles. Well, Three of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes expanding your skills, expanding your craft, expanding your work, expanding your business, paying attention to craftsmanship and attention to detail. So some of you, it could be a new beginning in a business you own or work that you do, because you've got the new beginning card here with expanding your work. You're going to be talking to the right people, that's for sure. So to expand your work or business, or if it's going to be love, you're going to be talking to the right people. You're going to have opportunity to strut your stuff, whether it's to meet somebody new romantically, or whether it's to get people to promote your business, your products, your services, to get people interested in what you're creating or working on, or your work, or what you're talking about. You're going to have the gratification of like a job well done. Some of you could start a new job. You could get offered a job. If you needed something to, like permission to be granted to you for something, like a zoning permit or a license or something of that nature, I feel like you're going to get it. If you needed any kind of documentation, like like a degree or a certificate of completion of something, you're very likely going to get that in the month of December. And this is going to highly motivate you, where your mind is going to start percolating and firing in all different directions with new ideas and new possibilities. So it's going to be a very inspiring time for you, especially here also with the Ace of Wands. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, all the links of all the video series that are recent are posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. And they're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, where I use a variety of divination tools to look into these specific topics and give you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac on those topics. My most recently recorded video series is my New Year 2025 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. It is the #1 most popular video series I record every year. They run about 40 minutes long. So you're getting 10 cards of predictions and messages. There's a lot of content in there. You may want to check them out and get your sun sign and your rising sign is recommended to get a more complete picture of what's going to come for you in the new year. However, if on my videos here on YouTube and Rumble, you find that your moon sign or your cusp sign is what resonates with you, then by all means, that should be one of the signs that you get. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for this month of December 2024 are available on Vimeo, where I look into a variety of all the topics I can think of to look at in the crystal and bring you psychic predictions and messages from my guides as like an expansion of the tarot readings that I do every month. So you may want to check that out. Also, there's many other links below. I have Angel Oracle card series below that give very in-depth, kind of personal. It's a little different than tarot readings, but they do also give predictions and messages, but the messages are a little different. They tend to give a little more cautions as well. So you may want to check them out. Don't forget the eclipse video series. You're still being affected by these eclipses that happened in September, and we had one in October. So if you haven't gotten those yet, you may want to, because these eclipses are still affecting you right now. There's many other video series down below. I'm not going to name them all. I really hope you'll decide to check them out, and also to look at my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and on X, I am at the Lucky Mermaid. And you can also find me on Rumble. My Rumble channel is the Lucky Mermaid LLC. So I hope you'll check me out over there. But I do make social media posts of card predictions, also on my YouTube community pages. So look out for those. They're in writing. You may find 1, 2, or more of the messages and predictions there that resonate with you. So you may want to check them out, but don't fall for the false accounts that you can't go by pictures. You guys have to know that by now. Hopefully you have realized that, because they do it to all kinds of content creators on YouTube, where they copy pictures and your name, and social media, social media people, they don't do anything about it. You can write to them and complain, and those accounts usually don't get taken down. But if you block them and you report them and complain, then maybe they'll do something. But you need to be aware, because they're trying to scam you for money. The only way you will ever get a personal message from me where I'm like asking you if you want a reading is if you are on my wait list, which I closed in 2018, but I'm still working from it, or my cancellations list, which is still open. So you would have to go to my website, go to my scheduling page, follow the directions, get on the cancellations list or the old wait list for me to contact you to see if you want a reading. The readings are done on the phone if you're in the United States, and if you're out of the country of the United States, I do those on Skype. I'm not on WhatsApp, I'm not on Telegram. You really have to pay attention, because they're trying to get your information and they're scamming you. So you have to be careful of who contacts you. You would get an email from my business website if you're on the wait list or cancellations list. No other way would I contact you ever. So just be careful of that. And that applies to other tarot readers, psychics, astrologers. They don't care who. They scam all kinds of accounts, even other people that don't even have those kind of channels. So be careful of that. If you would like to help support the work I do here, there's a donation link down below in the description box, and you can make a donation. The link is connected to PayPal if you would like to do so. And thank you to those of you who have donated. I do appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. And when you buy my Vimeo videos, you help support this channel. You help keep this channel alive and going. So thank you for all of your Vimeo purchases. I hope you have an absolutely Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season for whatever holidays you celebrate, and an awesome and amazing new year in 2025. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.